Um, Today I'm going to talk about some surface decoration. So I've made a very simple little press plate. The first step I did is I printed out a picture of a branch. I've cut it out and I've pressed it into my clay body. The clay body is just now about leather hard. I'm gonna go over my piece of paper with a rib because I want it just slightly countersunk. So issues some people might have is the sticking. So I made sure to make a little tail here. I'm only gonna put slip on the dark part of the plate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put slip on the dark part or on the plate, only in the very bottom of the plate. I'm gonna peel this out and I'm gonna take this image of a bird once the slip dries, and I'm gonna lightly pinprick all the way around the bird so I can make a Sgraffito drawing. So it's gonna be a combination silhouette that I'm gonna peel out and Sgraffito that I'm gonna carve in. There's a few different types of Sgraffito tools. I have a couple of them. There's a Sgraffito tool that looks like a little loop that a lot of people like to use that is like this right here. But the one that I tend to use a little bit more is this little curved knife tool. They come on a couple different ones. This one comes on a little razor. But the curved blade helps to peel out the clay boogers a little bit better than the loop tool. So I have this here. I'm gonna take my black mud flat black slip. I'm gonna give it a good mix. If it looks too dry, let us know. We'll add some water to it. Just don't add too much water. They get a little bit too thin and then it's kind of hard to work with. These are the brushes that I like to use. One of our students, Kenny Rogers, he tends to use a makeup brush, which also tends to lay down the slip really, really nice and really even. You just want a brush that's kind of soft bristled and that will hold a lot of slip. Okay, so now I have that laid in there. I have a little bit here that's kind of coming up, so what I'm going to do is just lightly use my little Sgraffito tool to take that off. All right, now you can wait till this dries, but I think I've done it a few different times. I like to do it while it's wet. I feel like it just lays down a cleaner line and it nice. Now I'm gonna have to let this dry. I'm gonna let this dry for about 10 minutes and then we're gonna come back and clean it up. Okay, so I dried this with a hair dryer. You can sit it in front of the fan. You just wanna make sure that it's dry to the touch and it's not too wet. If it gets too wet and you try to do it, you're just gonna end up making a mess. So I'm gonna set this right here. I'm gonna use this little bird as my template and I'm gonna put him right there. And I have this set for those of you who maybe don't have a lot of experience with drawing. I'm going to set him right there. And then what I'm going to do is, I did have just a tiny little straight pin. What I'm gonna do with that straight pin is I'm gonna slowly go around this bird and lightly make little pin pricks all the way around here, so I don't even have to worry about my drawing. He's already gonna be traced on here like a little dot to dot. Okay. Now, as you can see, I have a little template for me to carve this bird. I'm gonna probably carve some more things on here too, but take a brush and wipe out some of these boogers. These too stiff of bristles. Just want these boogers out, but I don't want to. Okay, there's my pattern, and just give you an idea, you can use this surface pattern on any pieces of your clay as long as they're not bisqued yet, and it's kind of a fun way to do a decoration. We can print almost anything else out. We just did get we got a brand new pre-cut machine which will cut patterns for us. We're just waiting on the internet to be uploaded so we can do all sorts of different patterns. But if you want to print anything out, just ask me and we can print something out also. I hope you have fun making it.